Okay, hello and welcome back to High Fleet. So, I've been having a think about this, and I think I'm going to. I've kind of come up with a plan B. I'm going to give it one more go. But then I think that the solution that might give us a bit more strength to this would be to go back. I don't mean just try again. No, I mean, what if we reload it to before the Nomad took this heavy damage? If we just don't engage the governor out in the desert, what if we reloaded it back to Uchkodu and we start from there? Now, we know how it goes. We would just have to destroy the fleet here, there, and then go to Khiva. Not much to it. So, if we were to do that, we might be able to go into this looking a lot better. We could also, for Uchkodu, try to hold on to more of a nuclear arsenal. Where's that missile coming from? There. Oh. Got some there. Quickly take this missile out. There we go. And a couple more shots to that should probably kill it. I think that's mostly got him. Another courageous there. These are the times when I remember why I put loads of Gatling guns on instead of like 57mm and so on. Because, I'll be honest, those Gatling guns are just so good for just swatting out small corvettes. Really are. So we'll accept these allies. Is that a gladiator? Very nice. We'll take the fat men first, and then we'll go with the Negev. Okay. They should be enough to just swat out the enemy missiles. Mortal bursts from range. There we go. Okay, the flower has lost its missiles. Ooh. Yeah, that those proc shots aren't great. I think we're going to go on that note. Yep, there we are, right. Try and dodge these best we can. That flower's basically done. Yeah, there it is. Oh, fuel. Fat men cannot... Yeah, the fat man can't actually... Ooh. It can't put out fires, so... The problem now, yeah, is we're gonna keep getting engine overheat because they're on fire. They're on literal fire. So yeah, as soon as that happens, it's basically gone. Right. Destroy the electronic suite on the top.
The enemy has been destroyed.
Right. There we go. We'll open this. And yeah, I know. Oh no, we lost the fat man. But hey, look, there's a gladiator. Fennecs, they are. I think they're the only ship I would say is genuinely worse than the fat man. Because I do hate these fat men fighters. Again, it's the main issue. There's no fire extinguisher whatsoever, yet there's 6 fuel tanks with no armour above or below. None whatsoever. Any shots going here, anywhere from below or from this side here, which is the majority of the directions around the ship. I mean, I could understand if it had really, really good side armour and a bit on the tops here and that, and you just had to avoid being shot directly above or below to avoid the ammo explosion or something. But no, it's got weak spots here, it's got weak spots here, it's got weak spots anywhere below. The only 2 spots where you're not where you're not too weak is on, they have to be exactly to your left or exactly to your right. So if there's a second enemy that just flanks around and gets a couple of shots in, because that's the other thing, there's no armour. Very easily they can just get a couple of shots in and you'll find yourself suddenly, because it's just ammo. So it'll absolutely just explode. And these are expensive guns. Yeah? I can tell you now, there's 12 grand worth of weaponry on this thing. This probably costs more than the Wasps. Yeah, it probably costs more than the Wasps and Bees. yet they're more effective. Baffling to me why on earth they would design it in that way. Right, we'll let them repair anyway. Well, repair as much as they can until it's reloaded. We've confirmed where they are, haven't we?
Attention, new target on the radar.
Right, radar off. Ooh, this is going to be nasty.
Engine locked.
Oh god, it's let me control this instead of the Hellfire. And for some reason it decided not to use the Hellfire's secondary batteries that are brilliantly designed for destroying incoming missiles. Can we select them yet? We can. Right. We'll need a bit more than we need. God damn it.
Warning, radar emission detected.
They've already sent the missile off, haven't they? And we've lost the Hellfire apparently. Christ almighty. Right, we're gonna have to retreat.
Engine locked.
Yeah, we'll just retreat, get it over with.
Evacuate the ship. Fuel system is on fire.
Right, just call this here. Right. Which coding? We're going to reload it here. So, new plan. New plan. So I'm going to try to see if I can get the Nomad and all the other corvettes basically held together until Kiva. We're going to go to Kiva and we're going to have everything intact as much as is possible. So we know that there's a missile carrier there. We're not refueling. Right, let's see what we have. We do not need to repair everything. We just need to keep the Hellfire in, reasonable working order. And we need enough fuel to just make it to Kiva. That's all that we need. Everything else is secondary. Right. I'm going to plot a course. And we'll get started. Right. So I'm just getting myself, well, I've just had a cup of tea passed in, so... Now, there's a missile carrier there. Maybe something to consider.
Attention, new target on the radar. Attention, new target on the radar.
This'll be funny. Right, which one of you is worth money and which of you isn't? Ah, I see.
The enemy has been destroyed.
And we have won. Excellent. Right. We want... Ooh.
Attention, new target on the radar. Attention. Attention, new target on the radar. Attention.
Ooh, they are really spamming these, aren't they? Okay. And with that, we can almost make it to Kiva. Just on the back of that. Right, we'll go and sort out this missile carrier. Nope, we're just going in.
Attention, new target on the radar.
Oh no. In fact, you know what might be a good idea? Oh god, that's actually quite a lot. I mean, it's not going to faze me at all, but sure. Right. About... Oh. Ow. Paladin is almost dead.
The enemy has been destroyed. Kill confirmed.
Got to keep shooting these missiles down. I think we've nearly got them now. It's these flowers that are the issue. Little corvettes that just lob missiles.
The enemy has been destroyed. The enemy has been destroyed.
We've lost the radar system as well, that's always nice.
The enemy has been destroyed.
I think more and more, if I were to start this again, if we ended up having to restart the run, which I don't think we do now, I think that it is absolutely winnable from this position. There we go, main batteries are on him. Right, he's going and gone. There we go. But, also, one thing that always strikes me as rather odd. Cruising range, ooh. Mind you, it's by percentage amount. Its percentage is very low already. We'll just go ready and waiting. Sure. We will need protection. We'll get ourselves some free fuel. Ah. Okay. I'm actually beginning to think as well, you know, we may be able to finagle this a little bit here. Pull a few little cheeky things off while we're doing this. Yeah, if we're wanting to be a bit, again, a little bit cheeky with it, what we could do, and I think it would probably be worth doing actually, because before we had to go to each of these areas and basically absolutely devastate what was there, right? The issue, of course, being, well, we'd go there because we wanted the reinforcements, right? But every time we went, we would have to fight our way through. Now, knowing there are no more strike groups, right? There are no more strike groups. There are no more enemies that are going to be lobbing missiles. If we go over here, we will get harassed by carriers. But we can deal with carriers. It might be a good idea to right now go around here and just take out all of the carriers. The problem is that this will consume a vast quantity of fuel. I do not want to sell the missiles. I think that right at the end, probably the best bet for doing this is to just send out a bunch of corvettes and just launch nukes in all directions at every single potential spawn point. So what might be a good idea is to just assault Kiva with just the Hellfire and station the rest of our groups around the edges and just give each of them a couple of nukes each and just start lobbing them. Right? At the very least, we should get a beat on roughly where the enemy are. That's what I'm considering. Right? I think with the proper setup, rather than just throwing ourselves at it anymore, we can do this in such a way can we get more? Can we get more bombs or missiles installed on things? But yeah, I'm honestly beginning to think that the way to go on this basically is to just go around, take the Hellfire and just obliterate everything. Just literally lay waste, absolutely lay waste to all the potential launch sites and the areas leading up to the potential spawns. So I would suggest we take here, 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 here. We should get the nukes from here. Take all of these. Again, it's whether we can afford the fuel is the question. We also need to... In fact, we'll await the repairs. What's left repairing? Why isn't that Archangel repairing? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a strike group. No, there isn't. We killed them all. Right, let's get fuel. In fact, you know what may be an even better idea? I could just send the Hellfire, leave the rest here so they're not burning more fuel. It could be an idea. Things to consider. Right, let's just get started by... But yeah, we need to just take as much as we can, as quickly as possible, using the Hellfire. Just obliterate all of it. It's all got to go. I want to get as much out of my way as I can before I start this end bit. Ow. Right, we need to stop letting them get the underside. I don't want to have to lose any engines on this. That'll mess with fuel efficiency, we don't want that. It's going to be a game of... it's going to be a marathon, this, not a sprint. I don't want to lose parts and I want to repair between rounds. Last one. I will say it is odd that the things that are effective for the AI, the best ships in my opinion for the AI, are the ballistics, the sloggers and the flowers. Which is strange because if I were to use those in a fleet, they would probably be the worst performing. I've no doubt about that. They would be terrible. But yeah, and it's because again the AI doesn't have to worry about restocking the missiles. If I were to put them in a fleet, they'd be really good in the first battle and then terrible thereafter. Whereas the AI can just throw all of them into a fleet and they'll be fine. You have to design differently, I suppose. Anyway, we're going to keep coasting around, just obliterating everything. Right. Let's try this then. So we've got a lot of ballistics and a slogger. Paladin there as well, that's a very nasty ship. Lots and lots of missiles being fired here. Luckily, we have just an absolutely unstoppable missile defense. He says he nearly gets hit by several missiles. There we go, got him. Okay.
The enemy has been destroyed. The enemy has been destroyed. The enemy has been destroyed.
Well, they're definitely gone. I'm surprised they took that much of the beating before they died. They're gone as well. Our ballistic's nearly dead. And that's why we want him dead. That and the missile launcher. Yeah. Again, keeping that armed and ready in a fleet would be a nightmare.
Kill confirmed.
Oh wow, we actually dodged something in this.
Target destroyed. Overheating engine. Kill confirmed.
Last one, here we go.
Target destroyed.
Right. Crew protection. Ammo. Ooh, fuel. And that. The fuel really doesn't give us very much, I'll admit. Right. I think we are going to have to min-max as well. Yeah. Right. Okay. We're going to buy fuel, we're going to exit, and we're going to refuel. We are then going to send the fuel silos and Hellfire on a full tank, and they're going to go on their way. Hang on. Left click, not right click when deploying, right click when you've got them selected after deployment to move. Just weird that. Right. That should minimise our fuel usage. Fingers crossed. Okay. Let's see. There's fuel. We need to get protection on. We'll get those, and we'll secure the fuel tanks. Open. And we will sell what we can. Oh, and supplies. Right, that's not too bad. Actually, here. We don't really need to go there. We'll go here. And we should be able to basically clear the way in the next episode.
The enemy has been destroyed.
Because with the amount we're wanting to do, it's probably going to take an episode or so to get it all set up. So we'll be taking a much more slower, more measured approach to this, basically. These Gladiator missile variants are annoying. Ooh. Which is why... Well, he'll not be dying first. He'll be yeah, he will be dying first, sorry. But that ballistic is going second. Oh wow, they shot their own guy. They shot and killed their own guy with that missile. Hello. Their anti-air shot their own guy. Cruising range. You know what? I'll pick that up finally. I'll pick that up. I wonder if we can get every promotion on it. We don't need protection to get all the things. We will try and get the fuel though, with the protection on. We'll refuel from that. Yeah, this was a much better idea than trying to keep them fueled. Right. We'll go here, then Jabok will refuel. We should perhaps actually move from there. Yeah, it might actually be a decent idea to just shift. My thinking being that they might be within striking distance of that aircraft carrier. There are some nasty cannons below me. I need to watch out. We want to try and lower our altitude, but also try and get them on the side, not the... Yeah, because those are very nasty cannons, and the last thing we need is engine damage, because that would massively reduce our fuel efficiency right now. That's not good. They're past the armour in places. Left side, armour's been broken. Those are nasty goddamn cannons. Yeah, there's an ammo explosion. I'm going to restart that. I'm going down. Got him. Got him. Okay. Right. A lot better than this is going. Intrepids are nasty as well. Another one with really large cannons on it. Right, be careful, we don't want to accidentally hit that retreat point. I hear missiles, there we are. Yeah, missile warning there. We'll quickly take care of whatever the hell this is here. Oh, a Sama, okay. The Sama ship. That's dead. Right, we're good to go. That was a bit of a tougher fight, that. Okay. Ooh. Secure what we can. We'll get the survivors. We'll get this. We'll get these. And we'll open up. Right. Ooh. Could get rid of them. This might cost a bit, actually. We'll probably not stay for the duration of those repairs, but we'll get a fair few done at least until we're done refueling. At the very least, we've now got the parts, so we can land next time and just continue repairing. Fuel is almost out here, so oh well. We're going to continue regardless. We're going. We don't want to waste fuel here. We want a nice clean sweep of the entire area, knock everything out. Then when it comes to the nuke war, all we have to do is comb across the area. We'll get all the reinforcements we can. Got Courageous there. Want to make sure that they go down. They do have a bomb payload on them. Destroy the debris so it doesn't hit me as well. Right, let's take out this Nimrod, I think it is there. Right. That's them. We are just carving an absolute path through the area at this point. That's a main... is that... well, anyway, it's main battery of some description, that. Ooh. We'll go for the fuel tanks, obviously, first. We'll try to get the survivors out, and we can search a radio room. Not that I think we really care at this point. We're past the point where transport ships and things have any consequence on us at this point. Right. We're just about ready. Did I spend money on fuel and then... it's fine. We've got more money and things. Right, we can just... I think it might have actually given me back, I don't know. Oh well. Need to pay more attention. Oh, we've got a ballistic on our left. Hello there. That ought to have given him a bit of a shock. What are you doing up there? Got him. Okay. Crew protection. Ooh, one of these valuables is getting blown up, isn't it? That is amazing that they didn't. I think the fuel destroyed the ammo or something there. Something along those lines. And yeah, I was supposed to fully refuel there. I didn't. It was cheaper. I should have. I'm a moron. Feel free to call me a moron in the comments. But you have to leave a like if you do. Them's the rules. I just made them up. Right. Yeah, 180 twin cannon. Okay, so it's not a main battery like the... I don't think I've ever found one of these. Oh no, I think I found one. Like lying around. I think you literally have to kill a nomad just to have a chance to spawn one. They are a bit nuts, I'll get that. Anyway. That should give us plenty of fuel. But with all of these areas now basically free of enemies, when the nukes come on, we can freely move around to each area and just wipe everything off of the map. Don't pop by there. No, we'll skip that one. I think we'll go here, Sheev, Dadan, take out the aircraft carriers. You know, casually, as you do. The annoying thing is going to be the bombers. The bombs, you can't, once they've dropped their payload, you can't really stop. Ha, shot your own guy. Imagine being outmaneuvered by this thing. Ow. Something shot me in the butt. You fired a missile at my butt. Die! No one launches missiles into my poop deck. Okay. Well, that's gonna blow up. Yay! No, no stuff whatsoever. Woo! Just what I wanted. Tank's looking a little bit low. We're just gonna make it. Let's hope there's some valuables here when we get there. And aim and fire. And aim and fire. And again here. Oh, you've just flown into main battery range. Oh, damn. We took an actual hit. Top deck, left side, ammo explosion, hit the fuel, detonated about three or four guns. I think we might actually have to repair at some point after this. Let's try and be a bit more careful. You know what it might have been? Because I wasn't paying attention. Maybe wreckage fell on me. Maybe it was wreckage. Because I just suddenly lost the left side. It must have been wreckage. Because I'm going to say, nothing had hit me there really. It wasn't... I don't recall being badly damaged. It takes something hefty as well. It must have been like a destroyed gladiator. Ow! I couldn't see that missile come in because it went off the top of the screen. They've figured out my one weakness. The screen boundaries. No! We can't really do much about this gladiator till he moves. There we go. Oh, you little... git! Absolute git. Dropped bombs on me. Lost an engine, one of them went... was it here? That's the gladiator that got under us. We couldn't do much about it. Level 7, Jesus Christ. We do want the fuel as well. All the valuables we can get. Ooh. Yeah, lost an engine. That's not good. And we can't get more armour. For whatever reason. Is it because we didn't have money? It's probably because we didn't have money. Right. Morale is high from the rest. We have plenty of range now. I suggest we go here. Hellfire is looking pretty good. It's got a gap in the armour on the lower side. Just have to be wary of it. We need to be careful about those aircraft carriers though. Lots of missiles here. There's a gladiator, we'll need to watch out for him. The Nimrod can be dangerous. These can be nasty for their size, but they're not going to do much to a Hellfire. I am surprised they're alive. When I said there were going to be a lot of missiles, this is kind of what I meant here. Ow! Stop it! Where are those coming from? Above and below. Damn it. Couldn't react quick enough. Right, let's kill the one above us. The one that thinks it can hide off screen and be clever. Missile on the left. No. There we go. And below. We need to stop that gladiator. That's probably the only real threat to us in this. We need to move.
Damage received. The enemy has been destroyed. The enemy has been destroyed.
Yeah, we're taking some nasty knocks now. But we will get to save here. Okay. These don't require crew protection, but the fuel tanks are about to go. It'll be a while before the ammo goes. But there we go. Two KH-15Ns, a KH-15PN, and another KH-15N. And two more KH-15PNs. Ooh, A100. I've found out, by the way, again, I've looked, because I had half of the idea right from last time. When it comes to nuclear missiles, I was half right. So, the trick with them, I was correct. When you launch them, you select the missile you want. It has to be affixed to a ship, which is in the fleet. You toggle it on you choose where you want it to go and it'll say land. Yeah, then you press the launch button, it's good to go. Right? The KH-15N, right? Radar homing cruise missile, right? So what this does is it uses radar to find a target. Where you put the land is where it will hit. So if you have found a target on your scanners, it will use your scanners to just home in. This is true for the PN as well. They'll, to my knowledge, if you send them to a target that you know where they are, and they're on the scanners, they're active on your radar, right, as in you see a little red diamond on the map, it'll just home in, right? It uses your targeting system to get them. But after it's gone to the point where you want it to land, it then activates its own inbuilt, in this case, radar homing system, which means a little cone appears in front of it, and any radars that it can lock onto in that area, it will move towards in this little, like, 90-degree cone or so in front of the missile. So basically, these need they need a target in front of them, at which point they will then home in on that in a little area in front, right? The PNs, same thing, but when their targeting system kicks in, it is a circle around them. Now, this one uses radar to find you, this one locks onto your radar signal, right? So, when I was turning off the radar to try and stay out of enemy way, it's actually a good idea that. If you turn off your radars, it will actually prevent this one, specifically this one, from even seeing you. It will go straight past if you have no radar. However, not the end of the story. It can lock onto jamming signals as well. So if you have a radar jammer, it will lock on. However, it has to be a lot closer. It has to be practically on top of you, but it will activate on radar jammers, which I do have, which is the problem. And as long as you're in that circle, it will literally, if it can do, it will turn on the spot, it will do a 360 and then go towards you. Very nasty missile, that. Also, I don't know why it's stacked them weirdly like that. The 100 ends, by the way, as far as I'm aware, So I found out these have very short range. So when I was using these, I assumed it was just the same range and I was clicking on the map. No, actually, really, really short range. So they probably went so far and then just stuck in the mud when I fired them. But the 100 ends, however, are essentially rapid interception missiles, right? Therefore, mostly taking out other missiles, right? I don't know if you can use them as a typical nuke, as if it's like a KH-15N. Like, I don't know if it's if you don't use them as a strike missile. If you're not using them in defense, I don't know if you can actually use those as like a close range, screw you, nuke them in the face type of missile. But anyway, we'll have plenty of nukes coming up, and we'll be able to just experiment a little, I guess. We'll repair what we can. We've got a game save here, and I think that's going to be a nice point to call it for the next episode. I'm going to attempt to take out the carrier groups. So probably go like here, 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 leading towards Uchkodu. And we'll need to just then, with whatever fuel we've got, just throw ourselves at Kiva, I suppose. And just, yeah. Throw ourselves at Kiva. We should take it. We've taken it before with just the Hellfire. But yeah, we'll take that. At which point, we should then have all our strike groups should be here. We should be absolutely fine then. We can freely move around all these areas that we've gone through, because when we did it before, we could go areas we'd been to didn't have enemies. So we can theoretically just go around, free reign, nothing going after us, and just take out each outpost. Well, not take them out, but go to each outpost. It'll already be clear. We just get the reinforcements. We could literally send one ship to Akkad and one ship to Aktag or Bahram here. We could literally send a ship to Bahram, a ship to Aktag, a ship to Akkad, and a ship to Op here. And by the time they get there, we can get reinforcements here, 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 and attack Uchkodu. Possibly just launch some preemptive nuclear strikes with KH-15Ns. Just blast that a few times. Send another one along here to check that they don't spawn down this way. Send some more along here, and then send a group up to Op here, which will come around to this side and check up here. We could even leave a couple of corvettes knocking around. Could be an idea. Could be a good idea. But with free reign over the area, we should easily be able to much more easily maintain territorial control over it. We can just pen them in to certain areas, knowing where they are, seeing as we can now freely move and freely get reinforcements and fuel. They won't get close enough to the point where they get there without us knowing, and as soon as we know, we now have a nuclear arsenal of about 10 missiles. So it will come out of this with a bunch of nukes. In fact, we have 4 KH-15s for various ones of radar and anti-radiation homing, and here we have the shipworks. All of them are KH-15s, which is great news. They are, like I said, they're wow, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 nukes there, and we've got another, what, 5 here. No, 6, 7 here. So a bunch of KH-15Ns. Well, KH-15Ns, PNs. You get the point. We have enough nukes to probably just find the if we just find the missile cruisers, we can probably just nuke them. We don't even have to fight. If we need to fight, we can send in the Hellfire. But by all means, we might be able to nuke them. At the very least, destroy their missile stash. Yeah, we might be able to just knock out most of the missiles in the nuke. Just defang them, send in the Hellfire, clean up, knowing that it's not going to get nuked on the way this time. But I think that this is probably the solution to our puzzle here that we've been just. And I will say, I kept trying because I was so close. You know, kind of like Dark Souls style. When you get the boss to a sliver of health, you know, you just keep going and bashing your head against them. When the solution is sometimes just take a step back, grind out a little bit, get yourselves some souls, then go bash from him once you've leveled up your strength another 10 times. It's kind of that situation. This is me literally. It is the equivalent of going before the boss and going, I'll just grind out and buff myself up a bit before I go in this time, rather than just keep trying. But I did think I could do it because I was so close. We literally a couple of times got them down to our strike group, not even a missile carrier, just the strike group left. If the Hellfire had not been nuked out of existence. And one time we even had the Hellfire left, but it was just engine parts. But if that hadn't been nuked on the way, we could have just ravaged the thing. But that's the point, isn't it? But if we can stop them, if we can get this sorted here, we can just get through these strike groups, this should be easy as well. They'll send the planes, we just shoot them out with the sky, we make sure we go in with a full thing of health, and we'll be fine. We'll carve through, carve a path, swat them out of the skies, come back round, go to Kiva. We may even be able to go cross country here and just get to it that way. But we'll get there, we'll win, and then the real game begins finally. And this time we'll be far more prepared. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll carry out destroying these aircraft groups next episode, and then we might be able to, before the end, strike Kiva. If we're quick, might be able to fit all that in the next episode, and then it'll be back onto the end game. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.